Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Chris or XGuides, and today we're going to be talking about the 5 tips to help you improve as a Fortnite player. Now, these tips are mainly going to be for the PS4. These do work on PC, but again, this video is more PS4 tips and more controller-based things and things like that. So without further ado, let's get straight into this video. The next thing that I want to talk to you guys about is building. Now, there are so many times, and this is a lot more relevant I've seen on PS4, where I'm shooting at somebody, say he's right here in the open, I'm shooting him, and he just stands there. He doesn't do anything, and it's an easy kill. What you want to do in every single one of your gunfights, even if they aren't moving and you think you're going to get the kill, is you always want to build a wall and a staircase. Now, this will fortify your staircase, so you can't just get shot out. They'll have to shoot the wall out first, and then you have the advantage every single time. If the person doesn't build on you, and if you are accurate enough to hit 50% of your shots, you will get every single kill if you are behind this wall and the staircase. Now, say for example you're standing here and they start building up on you, well then you just put a couple more staircases down, put some walls behind it until you have the high ground. Now, the high ground is very, very important in Fortnite. If you have the high ground, you have the advantage. You can just peek up, get some shotgun shots out there, you know, whatever you want to do. But the high ground is what you're always going to want to be going for in Fortnite. This is also one of the most common builds, is the staircase, the wall on the other side of the staircase, the staircase and then the wall, then the staircase and the wall, then the staircase and the wall. And you guys get the idea. You just keep going up and up and up. And this is what you want to build. If they're building up on you, just go higher and higher until you have the kill, until you have the advantage, the high ground, and you can get the shot out. This is the most fortified thing that you can build, and this is also the most important thing that you can build in Fortnite. You can even go with the double staircases if you want, and the double wall, and the double staircases, and then the double walls. And you can just keep going if you want, depending on what you want your fortification to look like or how much cover you want. But building is super, super crucial. Now, I'm going to show you guys some examples of when building wins the gunfights right here, and then when people just don't do anything. Alright, now when I say build in Fortnite, don't do this. Don't just build a giant tower. This guy's going to die right here. He actually got out of there somehow, but he's going to die because I'm going to build up on him. When I say build in Fortnite, I mean build above them. Build staircases, build walls, things like that. Do what this guy's trying to do right here. Get the high ground. See, he has the high ground right now. He's at an advantage, and he knows that. This is going to be a build fight. So what you want to do is you want to always make sure that you can get the high ground on your opponent. And when you have the shot is when you take it. You don't just shoot whenever. You get the high ground first, and then you take your shots like that. We win the gunfight because we got the high ground on that guy. And then we can just keep building. And I should be safe here. They shouldn't be able to shoot me because building in this game is so crucial. I cannot stress how important it is to learn how to build in Fortnite. There's a lot of advanced tutorials, and I'll even be making more in the future. Just learn how to build in Fortnite. It's the #1 thing. It's more important than your aiming, I promise. If you are a top tier builder, you are a top tier player. It comes hand in hand. You could also do that. Put walls in front of people. He had an RPG, but because of building, I was able to kill him without even shooting a bullet. There's so many gunfights that you can turn into your favor with building and building alone. One wall would have saved his life. Building is so important in Fortnite. That guy would have killed me if I didn't build right there so easily. But since we got the buildings up, we had the high ground on him, and then we can make plays happen. Like, this guy's going to be behind me, and since we have the high ground, we should be able to just work him because he has... Oh, he actually is building. See, this guy's smart. He knows what he's doing. If he builds... See, now I can't get the kill right away because he is actually building up. Now, he's at a super big advantage in this fight, but since I have the higher ground, we got the kill anyway. Building is the most important thing in Fortnite. It is by far way more important than your accuracy, anything. If you learn how to build in Fortnite, you will be a top tier player. Another super important thing, unfortunately, is controllers. Now, if you're on console and you're not on a keyboard and mouse, controllers are very, very crucial. Obviously, you're playing with a controller, but there are different kinds of controllers, and that's what I want to get into in this video. Now, this isn't sponsored by anybody by any means. I am just a very big fan of SCUF controllers. Now, there are multiple other controllers out there. There's multiple options, and the kind of controller that you're going to want is, this is mine, for example. So as you guys can see, it's a controller. Don't worry about the orange. It's just weird analog sticks, but on the back here are 2 paddles, and what these actually do is this one will jump. So normally I'd be in a gunfight and I'd have my finger on the analog stick and I'd have to switch over to the X or the A button to jump. With the SCUF controller, I can have my hand on the analog stick and I can jump at the same time, and this one is the build menu. So as you guys can see, it's a huge advantage. I don't have to, when I'm moving around, I could jump and I could still move my crosshairs around, and I can be accurate while jumping and while on the move. This is such an advantage, and it's kind of unfair how big of an advantage it is, because I can build and I can jump off and at the same time maintaining my accuracy. Now, you can do this if you play on claw. It's a lot harder to learn how to play on claw, but this is one of the biggest advantages you can get on console Fortnite. It almost can keep you on par with PC. It's not quite there, but if you want to be able to compete with, like, say you're playing with keyboard and mouse, if you're playing with your friends on PC, then controllers like SCUF definitely help you out a lot. Right there was one where I could jump and I can still maintain my accuracy. That wasn't the best example I can give you, though. I'll give you guys a lot more here. So crucial. Like, half the time whenever you are jumping around, they just can't hit shots on you, and that's why SCUFs are so good. I couldn't have done that on a regular controller. And it's not just SCUFs. I don't want to like advertise them in particular, because there's so many other controller brands that do it, but just controllers with buttons or paddles on the back are very important for console players. I would definitely recommend getting one yourself. The next thing that I want to talk to you guys about is running when you're out in the open. So sure, you can run around like this. You can run and you can check your surroundings and everything. You can have your gun out, but the best thing that you guys want to do in Fortnite when you're out in the open is actually have your building menu up. Now, this is way more important when your battery level is low, but this is way more important on PS4 and Xbox compared to PC, because on PC, when you're running, you can just put a wall down right away. It takes one click and then you have this building menu out. On PS4 and Xbox One, you actually want to be running with your building menu out, so it's circle on PS4, and you want to have the wall ready, because if you get shot, you just put the walls down real quick, and then you're in cover, and then what you want to do after that is put a couple ramps down, and then all of a sudden, if there's a guy shooting you from right here, you were suddenly at a huge advantage in this gunfight. So again, just run around with the walls, with your building menu out, and make sure that the wall is selected, and then when you're out in the open, if you ever do get shot, if you get a sniper bullet shot at a shoot or whatever it may be, make sure to just throw walls down real quick and then put the ramps down, and then you will suddenly be at an advantage. You can go higher up and put walls down on the ramps as well until you have the high ground, and that'll give yourself the advantage in that gunfight, and you will usually win almost all of your gunfights, even if they get the first shot on you. If you can manage to put walls down and you can build really quick, it will help you out so much in this game. So this guy right here definitely sees me, right? I have my building menu out, and if I put my buildings down, see, I'm at an advantage. He doesn't know what to do. He's really confused, and I can just get the kill right away. It's that simple. Just always make sure that when you're running out in the open, you get your walls down, and then you put a staircase down behind it, and then this will give you an advantage on most every gunfight in this game. It will definitely help you out so much. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about is knowing the map. Like, sure, that guy has a blue pump up there, but since I land retail so much, I know where every single chest is going to spawn, and I guarantee you guys that I'm going to end up with better weapons than somebody that just lands at a random spot because they see a gun on the map. This is very, very important because like I know that there could be a chest spawn here, and I'll just have guns usually quicker than most people that land in an area. Unless they land directly on a gun, like I said, a trap down, I'll usually have a weapon first. So I know that there could be a chest spawn up here, and it is here this game. So basically what I'm saying is what you want to do is you want to pick, say I have a scar now, so you want to pick 2 or 3 spots on the map. One of the ones that I like to pick is Retail Row, maybe Tilted Towers if you're feeling like super fast paced that game. Pick like a couple spots on the map, and what you want to do is you want to learn every single chest spawn in that area, every single one. And I promise you guys this will be so beneficial to you in the long run, and it'll help you out a lot. You'll be able to land anywhere on the map that you want to go to, like one of your 3 spots, and you'll be able to get every kill before everybody else because you'll know where the chest spawns are, and then you'll be able to get the weapons first. It's super crucial to be able to get weapons quick and then get those kills early on. I got the guy with the blue pump, so now we're in a better spot than he is because he is now dead. I'll have a link in the description to a very detailed map on all of the chest spawns for every area if you guys want to check that out, and that could definitely help you guys out so you can find all the chest spots if you don't know them already. But again, landing somewhere that you know is one of the best tips I can give you, and learning that part of the map is very, very important in Fortnite. Don't go around and just guessing where the chests are at, because if you're just standing there taking forever to search in the beginning of the map, you'll be way at a disadvantage. Like again, just learn a map, learn Retail Row. It's a great spot to land. It's usually one of the better spots. There's a lot of action there, and there's a lot of chest spots. I would definitely recommend Retail Row out of most of the spots in this game. The absolute last thing that I want to say is to play this game aggressively. Now, it'll be way more beneficial to you to land somewhere populated like Tilted Towers like I am here, and just figuring out all the mechanics and figuring out like how everything works. You wanna be able to play this game super fast paced. You don't want to sit back. Sure, everybody can win this game by sitting in a bush. I mean, like, you have a pretty good chance of making top 10 if you sit in a bush, but you will never truly get better at the game until you've landed somewhere like Tilted multiple times, or not even Tilted, landing Retail Row, and just playing aggressive. You want to push every gunfight like you're gonna win it. Don't sit back and sit in a tower, don't sit in a bush. It's gonna do nothing for you in the long run. Sure, you may win some games, but you're never actually going to improve. The only way you're truly gonna improve in Fortnite is by playing aggressively and pushing almost every gunfight. You just want to push everything and just it'll help you just get better at the game overall. It's the most important thing that I can tell you guys. Even if you don't think you're gonna win it, like right here, I might not win this gunfight, but I played it like I was gonna win it, and then you end up winning it. You just play super aggressively. Don't sit back, don't sit in bushes, don't camp. Play aggressive, and I promise you guys, it will do you guys favors. It will help you out so much in your gameplay. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have any other suggestions for Fortnite content, let me know in the comments below. And if I missed any tips out, again, leave anything down below that you guys feel is helpful. Until next time, I'll see you guys later for some more Fortnite content. Peace.